just touched down. Actually just paid 113 pounds to park the car at the airport for a couple days. Jesus, crazy. But happy Jubilee. It looked like it was a fun time. I saw some of the videos. I saw some of the stuff people did around where I live at. It looked like it was a really good time, especially last night's concert. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a great day, great evening. This is just a quick chat. I don't even know. I had nothing to talk about, really. But just figured I would just say what's up, say hello, reconnect. Had the airport this time. Immigration was perfect. Makes exactly how I wanted. And my documents, I told him I wasn't going to answer any questions. Yeah, I'm not going to make it to the reunion. I was trying to make it to the reunion, to the family reunion in San Diego, but I'm not going to be able to make it. My schedule is just too crazy. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it. I will be in California like 2 days after the reunion, but I'm just flying in to pick up the girls to bring them out this way. So I'm not going to be at the reunion. I wish I could be at the family reunion. I was really looking forward to it, but my mom will be there, my dad will be there, and I think my daughters will be there. I think my mom's going to bring them, so you'll get to see them. But unfortunately, not going to see me at the reunion. But in other news, I'm back here in England. Just touched down from Dubai, off of an Emirates flight from Dubai to Birmingham Airport here in the Midlands. Now I'm just driving. Now I'm debating. Normally I do the pub quiz on a Sunday. And I'm debating, do I drive to the pub quiz? Do I drive to the pub right now just to do the quiz? Because the pub quiz is pretty fun. If I got a headache, I just took some stuff for a headache. My head is bumping. But yeah, we've had Jubilee Week here in the UK. Man, I'm telling you, I watched a little bit on TV. And then I watched it on the plane, actually. Well, the highlights on the plane. Looked really good. Nice, easy flight with Emirates. Very comfy. I was knocked out before we even took off. Hey, Zachary, how you doing? Hey, Carly, how you doing? Zachary, you're coming out here soon, right? August, you'll be here. And this is not Dubai weather. Man, it is like, thank you, Carly. Thank you for welcoming me back. This is not Dubai weather. It is cloudy. It is gray. Welcome back to old blimey, as they say. But what's taking place, man, here in England since I've left? Just the Jubilee weekend. I met a load of people in Dubai who were, yeah, so we'll look forward to you, Zachary, here in England. When you come, you're going to Liverpool area, I think. You know where he's going? Hey, Leon, how we doing? Hello to you. Hope you had fun at the Jubilee. Give me a like. Everybody hit that like button real quick since you're here. Hit that like button. Let me see how many likes I can get on this video. I'm really upset though. I had to pay 113 pounds to park the car at the airport. I couldn't believe it. I knew it was going to be expensive, but I didn't think it was going to be 113 pounds. Only for a couple days. That's crazy. You know, that's crazy. Thank you for hitting the like button. I'm seeing the thumbs up. Hey, Howard, how we doing? How long am I back for? $1 million question, Carlin. Now, I was supposed to fly back tomorrow. I wasn't supposed to come back till tomorrow on Monday. Internet's gonna be popping in and out. Sorry, guys. So, then we get man. Every time I get ready to say, I'm flying out. So yes, sorry. Hey, I got all day tomorrow, and so I have to cut the trip short by a day and a half. And then I fly out Thursday, and I'm going to Ireland. So I'm really looking forward to going to Ireland. Gonna meet up with some friends out in Ireland and Dublin. That's gonna be fun. It was supposed to be a 9-day trip. They're going for 9 days. I can only do three days or 4 days. I don't have enough time on my schedule, so I can only do for 3-4 days. And then after those 3 days, I gotta come back to fly back out. So next, why am I sipping on a bottle that's empty? So the next 30 days is a lot of flying in the air. So, man, this headache is bumping. Whew. So that's kind of like my schedule, man. That's my schedule. But I am upset about this 100 and, look at that, man. 18 pounds in VAT. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see where I put it. Look at that. 113 pounds. That sums up to 113 pounds in VAT. I don't know how in focus this thing is. Just to park. Jesus. They just milk you. But man, my head is hurting. It's bumping. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get some sleep. I was gonna go to the pub, do the pub quiz. I love the pub quiz. It's so much fun. Because Carly be there, Howard's there, VC's there, Jude's there. A lot of people are there to help with the pub quiz, and we have a lot of fun when we go live. So we'll do that probably in the summertime when I have more time. Favorite time of the year, though, here it is. It's, would you believe it? It's 8:30 at night. 8:30. It is bright as could be. It is 8:30 outside. Hope everybody had a fabulous weekend as well. Celebrating the Jubilee. Had a good 4-day weekend off. This is my favorite time of the year here in Europe, especially the upper part of Europe, because it's so much sun all day, you know, or light. It's not going to go dark till at least till 10 o'clock. It won't get dark till about 10 o'clock. Okay, let me get out of the fast lane. I know people give me grief for that. Oh, man. But I got a little tan, I think. I got a little tan. I posted some pictures of this morning at the pool. Tell me what you think about it. It was an amazing hotel on the Palm. I stayed on the Palm in Dubai. I went and actually found something new that I never even knew was there on the Palm. So on the Palm, you have Atlantis at the top. Most people have seen Atlantis, the hotel in Atlantis. There's a place called The Point on the Palm, and they have the water fountain show. You know, like the thing you see at the Bellagio in front of in Las Vegas, or the one that you see in front of the Burj Khalifa, the water show. Well, they have a water show there. And so yesterday night, I went there. I didn't even know one was there. And so it was cool so I didn't have to go all the way into the Burj Khalifa to see the fountain show. So that was pretty cool. And I'm telling you, it's so hot out in Dubai right now. Oh my, because I was in Dubai, about 3 weeks ago, I think? And 4 weeks ago, I was in Dubai. And it was hot, it was warm, but this time in 4 weeks, it's gone from like really warm, really hot. You know, it said 38 degrees. It felt 40, it felt every bit as 40, 42 degrees. It was so hot as soon as you stepped outside. Hot. Man, my head is bumping. It's like my right eye hurts. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for welcoming me back. It's good to be back. I love coming back. So the immigration officer, man, where's my, let me see. I got my passport here. And so I'm not going to show all my residencies, my whole name, but I have my residency permit. And I hand the immigration officer my my passport and my residency permit. And I don't answer any questions. I never answer any questions. I tell them straight up. As soon as I'm not gonna answer no questions. But he was really cool about it. This is like one of the rare times they actually cool. And he said, okay, no problem. Because I just asked, are you asking me? Or are you demanding? Like, which one is it? You're just asking? Oh, you're asking? Then I'm going to politely decline to answer. And he just kept going about his business. But then when I handed him my residency card, it's like, do you live here in the UK? Because you have to say. I said, I don't have to say, but I've handed you the card, so I'm not going to answer any questions. And he just kept it moving. Checked my fingerprints, checked, you have to tell me your index. Tomato, in and out. So I was happy about it. And then after I was done, and he stamped my passport, I told him, I said, hey, now that we're done, I'm going to tell you why. Because you guys are a bunch of liars, all of you. You guys will investigate yourselves and clear yourselves. So that's why I don't talk to you guys. That's why I'm not going to answer any questions. So I'm not going to say anything. Because if I get molested at the border, which I'm normally molested at the border, you guys, if I do a complaint, you guys will investigate yourselves and clear yourselves. So I just choose not to participate in you guys' show of force. That's what I told him. And he was real respectful, and I was really happy about that. And, I got through the border no problem. It's one of the rare times I got through the border within like 30 seconds of meeting the guy. So I was happy about that. And he gave me a stamp. Is this the right exit? Yes. Yes. Yeah, so, but then he was like, he did start at the beginning, he was like, would you behave like that if you were at the US border? I said, that's a question. I won't answer that question. But I told him at the end, I said, yeah, even if I'm at the US border, I'm not going to answer no questions because I don't have to answer any questions. It's no prerequisite of, answering any questions. So that's usually how it is. But he was very kind. I'm usually polite when I do that. I'm not like I don't try to come across as an a-hole. I just tell him politely, hey, I don't want to answer any questions. I don't have to, and I just want to just keep moving. And he says, how come you don't go through the automatic gate? I said, it never opens up, so I never even try. I never try to go through the automatic gates. But here's a pro tip: if you're ever going to Dubai and you think you'll go more than once, take the time to register at their smart gate, at their e-gate. Because every time I go through the Dubai gate, I just put my passport in, it does the whole e-gate thing, and I just keep it moving. I missed the whole queue, the whole line. I never have to see an immigration officer. Oh, in other news, I got my drone taken. You guys do know that I got my drone taken when I landed in Dubai. I was going to take some shots of stuff, and I was going to do a whole content. They took my drone when I landed, and but I did get it back. So I was happy. I do have it with me, and they did give me my drone back because I was nervous I wasn't going to get my drone back. But they confiscated my drone upon arrival, and so I've now decided I'm going to get a new drone. I'm going to get the DJI Mini 3 Pro, which is under the weight which they allow to come in. So I'm going to get a new drone. I'm going to have to sell my Maverick Air 2 and get a new drone, get a smaller drone, lighter drone, so I don't have any headaches. Because it was uncomfortable getting my stuff taken. I was worried I was about to get hit with some massive fine. Here's a 5,000-pound fine for bringing a drone. I was nervous, but that didn't happen. So thank goodness that didn't happen. But if you're ever going to Dubai, the first time you go, if you've never been and you think you might go again, register at the e-gate. Take 5 minutes to register yourself at the e-gate, because every time you come in and out, all you got to do is go in and out. You don't have to get any stamps, no nothing. There's never anybody in the queue for the e-gate. Never. It's like nobody ever there. So you can just walk right in. Save yourself about 45 minutes of waiting at the airport if you just register at the e-gate. Man, my freaking head is hurting. I got a headache like right behind my right eye. Right there. Oh, it's killing me. So, what else happened on this trip? Oh, this is what happened. Story time. So you'll see, if you go look on my community page, you'll see a picture of me and this Russian woman. Okay, and so she didn't speak no English, and me no speaker, no Russian. okay? But it was fun times at Westmont High, I can tell you that now. And so, but it was, she's some Instagram Russian model. I thought she was gonna ask me for the debit card, to be honest with you. But no. Chick too though. Oh. Whew. Need something to drink. Man, I need something to drink. My head is hurting. Hey VC, I didn't even see you sneak in here, but I want to say hello if I haven't said hello already. I always like seeing VC. I always like seeing the regulars in here. Let's see, let me look. We're getting ready to come to a stop so I can look at some of these comments. See what we're talking about. Oh yeah, Damien Pritchard says, nice to hear me speak in Celsius, in metrics. Now the UK, that's funny, somebody, Damien says this, because I actually, you know, I complained about this actually. I was like, Boris, you know, Bojo Boris wants to bring back the UK imperial metric system. Now I grew up on that, so I know ounces and pounds. You know, that's what we use in America. We use imperial numbers. So I do know those. We use inches and feet and stuff like that. But in this country, everybody's used to metric. Like, I don't think anybody that's 20 years old, maybe even 30 years old in this country can tell you how many ounces are in a pound. They probably just have no clue. You know, and you don't want to be getting into quarts and gas. You know, you don't want to be getting into all that in terms of liquid and stuff. Just the metric system keeps it easy. 1 kilogram, it just scales up. It's so easy to scale up or scale down. So I really prefer the metric system. It's so easy. So, but you know, hey, Boris wants to call it a Brexit bonus, something that they could have done with or without Brexit. But you know, I'm telling you, this shows you how politicians will lie to you to get into power. They'll do anything to get in power. Turning passports blue, as if that is a benefit of Brexit. That was something you could have done 20 years ago. He just, you know, if I ever saw Boris Johnson and the TVs was around, I was like, you just must think we are stupid. You literally think everybody is just dumb. You claim something as a benefit, and it's not. Like these blue passports. Like, you just think people are just so stupid. Oh, we want to go to imperial metrics because it's a Brexit benefit. Do you just think people are so stupid? Stuff that has nothing to do with Brexit, you keep calling it a Brexit benefit. Stuff you could have done in 2012, 2010, 2005. It all could have been. You could have had a blue passport if you wanted it in 1999. You could have been on the imperial system from get-go. You know, it's just nonsense. I just hate, I don't know. I was having a massive debate with one of my buddies this morning when I was at the pool about Biden and Trump and inflation and this and that and that and that. And I just said, man, why don't you ask the real question? Quit saying this country's, you know, whether it's a conservative country or a liberal country who's running in power. Why don't you stop and ask yourself, why is every country complaining about the same thing, no matter who the leader is? High inflation, high gas price. Everybody's complaining about it. So you can't say it's down to that one leader. You can't. How can you? How can people in Canada be complaining about the same thing that people in England are complaining about? How can people in New Zealand be complaining about the same stuff that people in France are complaining about? How? Ask yourself that question, and then you'll find yourself getting to the right answer, which will be because banks over the last 8 years, but especially the last 3 years, printed money crazy. I mean, they printed money like it was nobody's business when they shouldn't have been printing all that money. Now, they don't want to print it down the line. Hey, the bills due. So of course inflation's high. Because you printed all this money out of thin air. The Federal Reserve in America printed money like crazy. The Bank of England printed money like crazy. The European Central Bank printed money like crazy. It don't matter what bank you look at. They all printed money like crazy. Sorry, it's all gray here. But yeah, you know, it's everybody. How can everybody be complaining about the same thing no matter what country you go to? That's the question everybody should ask themselves. Now, I'm not saying don't hold the people in power, no matter what country you're in, to task. Of course, hold them to task. But at the same time, recognize how come everybody's complaining about the same thing. Supply chain disruptions, high inflation, high fuel. How? Why? And then you get to the right answer. Don't say, oh, this president or this prime minister or this chancellor's an idiot. No, they all dealing with the same issue, which all goes back to the central banks printing money like crazy. I mean, I think the European Union had interest rates of literally zero. I think it was negative at one point, like a year and a half ago. So it just tells you how much money they were printing. And if you have high bank, if you have high, what am I trying to say? You have a lot of money being printed, and then you have low unemployment, especially extreme low unemployment, you're gonna have high inflation. Those two things combined will always create high inflation. Just think about it. If you work, I don't care what job you work at, you can work at factory A and factory B is across the street. And if you want to, if factory A wants to keep you from going to factory B because factory B is offering more money, factory A has to raise their wages, and everybody keeps raising the wages. So that's inflation. If everybody's making, if tomorrow everybody had $1 million, what's $1 million? It sounds like a lot of money. If everybody tomorrow could snap their fingers and have 1 billion pounds or $1 million, you'd have to ask yourself, what the hell is 1 million pounds or what is $1 million? It's nothing. That means you'd have ultra rapid inflation. So, you know, those are the crux of the issues. But I don't want to talk too long. I'm just getting back. I got a headache. But I just thought I would just go live with you guys. I'm not going to go to the quiz tonight. I usually do. I love the quiz. I just wanted to say hello. Have a little rant, as I do sometimes. And go like that, really. Man, it is gray today, though. Man, it is gray. Let me get on these comments. What's my opinion? Keith Davis asks, what's my opinion on amending the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution as it pertains to the devices that I don't use the word because I don't want YouTube to get me in trouble. You have to understand how the U.S. Constitution looks. The first 10 amendments are what's called the Bill of Rights. So those are your human rights essentially in the United States. So it's going to be next to impossible to amend it. You could always amend it. It's a living, breathing document. I said it like this to somebody the other day. Is the 13th Amendment is what gives black people freedom in America. So I don't want to see amendments just taken in and out, because that means anybody could become a slave tomorrow, 1,000 years from now in America. That's a scary proposition. And so if you look at it in that extreme. Now the Second Amendment, it's the second one. It's so fundamental, they said it needs to be the second one. Right? So since it's the second one, I just think they should just enforce the Second Amendment because I think it says highly regulated or well. That is to apply, you know, and that's the issue that I have with the Second Amendment. But I'm all pro, you know, I'm pro having those tools available to the citizenry. So I, for one, would love to have one in this country. If I could have one in this country, easy, like if it was easy, I would go get one tomorrow. I'd get it tomorrow. I'd have a bunch. Now, you can't get them in this country, popular, you know, contrary to popular belief. You can have these. It's just you have to jump through hoops. You don't have the right. You have a, it's not your right to have them. It is your privilege to have them. It's a privilege in this country to have them. Where in my country, it's a right. I have the right to own them. So I don't think the Second Amendment in America should be amended or should be watered down in any aspect. I think it's written as it needs to. I just think it's interpreted and practiced wrong. Because I think it's either says well-regulated or highly regulated. And that is, to me, says we need to do that. And if we did that, I'd be happy. Cause just like you can't have like a grenade launcher or rocket launcher. You know, you just can't have these tools. So since you can't have them, that's kind of my view, because they're regulating those type of things. They're saying, no, you can't have those. Can't have a tank destroyer. You just can't have it. So it can be done. It's just the will to have it done. That's where we stand on that one. Unlucky 13th. Yeah, well, 13th is my favorite. 13 is my favorite number. I think 13 is, you know, in America, it's funny. If you go to hotels in America, you'll see that there's no 13th floor. There's never a 13th floor, especially in Las Vegas. There ain't no 13th floor. You'll be on floor 11, floor 12, and then it's going to be floor 14. But to me, if you ask me, 13 should be a lucky number. I look at it as, that was my football number as well, was 13. But I look at 13 as a lucky number. Why? Just think about it. If you're Christian, for example, there was Jesus and 12 disciples. That's 13 people. How can that be, how is that unlucky? That's how I look at that. How could Jesus plus 12, which equals 13 people, be unlucky? So that's my take on the number 13. Now, I'm not this ultra religious person, but that's my view on 13. I think 13 is a lucky number. Ready to get out of here. I'm about to get out of here. Hope everybody has a great evening. I will catch up with you guys soon, and look out for some more content that I'm going to drop in the next couple days. And we're going to talk about that Second Amendment. We're going to get into that one into some detail. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.